In previous session, we talked about how we can set up AWS account. And once my AWS account is ready, then what I need to do, as I'm going to integrate Salesforce with my S3, AWS S3, then I have to go to S3 services. I have to set S3 on my AWS account. If you see now, I have my AWS account set. You can see I have opened up. So now I need to get my S3 service, and under S3 service, I have to create a bucket. We will see how am I going to use AWS S3 and how am I going to create a bucket, and from Salesforce, how am I going to take a file, upload in AWS S3 using my API call. Okay. So let's see to activate my S3 services. So you can go to this AWS console what you logged in. If you're not logged in, you can log in and then you can check it. So under the services, if you go here, you can find out S3, or the best way, simply in the search, you can search S3. You can see this option, scalable storage in the cloud S3. Many services are there. Okay, I'm going to work on S3 because I'm going to integrate with AWS S3. So I click this one. Now I'm going to my S3 service. So what is Amazon S3? It helps us to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere. It's basically an object storage service which offers by Amazon, and we can store data like any type of data you store with any amount, and we can access it. Okay, we'll see how it's happening. If you want to see the quick video about it, you can see it. Okay, I'm not going to that part. So simply, whenever I have S3 service, I have to create a bucket. Okay, on that bucket, I'm going to store my data. Okay, so every object in S3 is stored in a bucket. Okay, to upload file and folder to S3, we need to create a bucket where the object will be stored. So first thing, I'm going to create a bucket. You can see we will use AWS S3 and create bucket. So to create a bucket from the screen, you can see here option called create bucket. Okay, I click on create bucket. So what is the bucket name you want to give? Okay, so simply the name I'm going to give, for example, my customer detail. Okay, some like any bucket name I'm giving here. So now bucket name must be a unique name and must not contain any space or uppercase. All will be in the lowercase. Must not contain spaces or uppercase letters. Okay, so simply all the names I'm giving in the lowercase. Okay, this is my bucket name. And on which region you want to keep. Okay, you can see many regions we have here. You can scroll and you can see many more regions. So let's see, I'm going to be in the east region. So remember this one, this is going to useful on which region my S3 bucket resides. Okay, so now this is one part. So now then we're coming up object ownership. So everything I'm going as a default ownership, nothing to do here now. Simply two things I'm doing here. What is my bucket name? What is my AWS region where my data is there? Let's make a little bit more unique. Simply I'm saying my Udemy customer detail, or simply we can say my customer detail project. Okay, or instead of my, I can say Devashi's customer detail project. Okay, or simply Devashi's customer detail, just to understand, just to make it unique. So now simply I go here and I click on create a bucket. I'm not going to change anything. Simply I'm just creating a bucket. So now you can see my bucket got created. Under which region? In US East 1. Perfect. So if anybody want to store any file, what can be done? Under this bucket, we can add files. You can see here, if you want to upload, you can upload a file. Right now, under this bucket, we do not have any object. If you want, you have to go here, you have to upload. Okay, I'm not uploading right now because I want to do through API under this bucket file to come. We'll see how this is going to happen in the next session. Thank you.